No, this is Mr. Hornby 83 with my draft special. Alongside me is JC. I'm against his will having to wear a Colts jersey.
I'm sorry, 49ers.
I forced him to. Although he's worn Bengals jerseys when he's went to Bengals games.
It was a
Supposed
TO
to be
jersey.
Supposed to be a Bengals fan or
Niners
fan, yeah. All right, so we're going to go through the first three rounds of what teams will pick. We're going to start out with the Cleveland Browns. And you forgot a wide receiver.
Yeah, you know that.
All right, so I think Browns go with what I just wrote down here. Wide receiver. What do
The
you think?
first overall pick, I think they're going to go pass rusher.
Pass rusher. Oh, they could go DB too,
Yeah, they need a lot of help on D.
but they just lost their top receiver, the guy that was making plays.
Yeah, but they upgraded their offensive line this off season. I think they need a lot of help on defense still.
Yeah. So you're going pass rusher, right?
Yeah.
All right, so next up, 49ers. I'll let you go since you're the Niners fan first.
I think they should trade the pick to Washington for Kirk Cousins. But anything's possible. I don't really see a quarterback in the draft they're going to pick up.
Well, if the Browns don't take quarterback number one, the top quarterback for this draft will still be available. So I'm either going quarterback for Niners in the first round, or I'm going NT or DT. Because apparently, they're switching to 4-3.
Yeah, I'm disappointed in that.
All right, so yeah, they're switching to 4-3. All right, so here we go. Bears.
Oh, I forgot safety on the Bears.
Yeah, you forgot one other thing too.
I think they're going to draft a safety.
All right, well, so my stepdad Brandon is happy. I hope the Bears get a good quarterback in the draft, so I'm going quarterback for the Bears first round.
It's a very weak class on quarterbacks.
Yeah, that's true. All right, next up, Jacksonville Jaguars. I think me and JC will probably agree. Who you picking?
I think they need a defensive tackle.
Hey, defensive tackle. They got Malik Jackson and all.
Well, the tight end classes, most of the tight ends ain't supposed to go till late first round, early second. Offensive line, is that an offensive line?
Yeah, oh well.
Yeah, offensive line class is pretty weak too this year. It's all defense.
Well, I guess we're not going to agree because I'm going to go tight end for the Jags. I don't think they got a good tight end, do they? No.
No. But Julius Thomas stinks.
Well, hopefully they make a stupid mistake. I mean, Houston already made one to help us get our division back. But all right, next up, Titans.
I think we're going to I say wide receiver for Titans.
Wide receiver.
Yeah. They need someone that's going to be big and physical and help them get over plus Marcus Mariota needs a big boy receiver.
Yeah, but they got to compete with my quarterback. Number 12, Andrew Luck.
Their defense didn't look half bad. It's just their offense, man.
So I'm going to go, I guess, CB because we always scorched the freaking Titans in the passing game. Alright, let's go to Jets.
I forgot running back for the Jets. I think this is where you're going to see your first running back taken.
You think running back? Well, I'm going to agree with you. They're stacked on defense, but I'd say running back, but I would not be surprised if they go with quarterback because what do they have at quarterback? Nothing but garbage. Hot garbage. Can't be worse than what they need, but all right.
They've been through more quarterbacks than the Browns.
Let's go with now the LA Chargers. That's going to get tough to get used to, too.
I think they need a wide receiver since they lost their big play receiver last year.
Wide receiver?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It wouldn't hurt them if they pick up another defensive end to go with Boza or whatever his name is.
I say wide receiver too because I look on this and only thing I can say is wide receiver. All right, Panthers. Pretty much. That's probably where the second running back goes.
Yeah, running backs are going to be. They need another running back, a younger, fresher set of legs.
Honestly, I feel like this is where the first running back will go because I'm going corner for the Titans, but and you got running back, I got running back, so what's that for Panthers? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if I get offensive tackle as well. That's a need they need to. All right, Bengals.
I say linebacker since their linebacker core stinks.
They got rid of Ray Maluga, didn't they?
Ray Malu is gone. They picked up what is that guy from Kevin Ming or something from Arizona for inside linebacker. But that, or I say another edge rusher because they, besides Carlos Dunlap and I forget that Geno Atkins, they don't really have anybody else.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. Same with you. I'm gonna go with linebacker. They got rid of Murray Malaluga. So yeah, middle linebacker for Cincinnati Bengals. Bills.
This one's a toughie.
I'm gonna go wide receiver with Bills because
I'm gonna say the same.
their offense was just atrocious last year. So their defense is pretty stacked. But then again, when you got two good, got a good defensive end and a good nose tackle. So yeah, I'm gonna go receiver. JC's going receiver. All right, next up Saints. Wow, they're picking early. With Saints, it's tough for me to say.
I say DB.
DB. I think I'll go with wide receiver because they've always made their money at wide receivers.
Well, they were stupid for trading their receiver.
Yeah. So and they just traded a receiver. So I'll say wide receiver because their money maker is the offense. Their defense is like my Indianapolis Colts, which we'll get in here too shortly. All right, next up, Browns.
Yeah, again.
Cleveland Browns. Now,
I think quarterback.
Didn't I say quarterback for, no. I said,
You said wide receiver.
yeah, wide receiver. Yeah, they'll probably go quarterback.
This would be their 50th quarterback in the last 20 years.
But I don't know because they got Osweiler.
Yeah, but then they got Kessler that played good, even though the O-line stinks in Cleveland last year.
Actually, I'll go defensive back for Cleveland this pick.
They do need another corner.
All right, Arizona. It's a linebacker, quarterback, DB. I think quarterback would be a good spot for them because Palmer isn't getting no younger.
He had a very bad off year.
So
I'm probably, since they've lost most of their linebackers in free agency, I'm probably going inside linebacker.
inside linebacker. All right. Well, he's got inside linebacker. I got QB. Philadelphia Eagles. Now this is a tough one, but
I don't know much about
I'm gonna say. I think they switched back to 4-3. I'd say they need a good 4-3 defensive end.
I'll have to agree.
So we both agree 4-3 defensive end for Philadelphia. That's all right. Now to my team, the Indianapolis Colts. Who are you picking?
I'm probably going to go. What the heck did I? Probably D-line.
D-line.
I don't know much about the Colts, so.
We do need a defensive end. We just got Hankins at nose tackle.
I know you guys picked up a lot of linebackers in free agency.
We also got Al Wood at nose tackle. This one, I'm going to go DB or inside linebacker. Because, yeah, we got Sean Spence. We got Bollock, but those guys are not that good. I think Antonio Morris, second year playing, will start next to a rookie. So, inside linebacker with this one, and that's where alright. Now, Baltimore Ravens. Now, Baltimore just got rid of Tim Jernigan, their defensive end / defensive tackle, because that's what they call defensive ends, 3-4s.
Baltimore's just.
All
They
right,
got rid of a lot of players this upcoming season, didn't
And I know, didn't Duverville retire?
No, they released him.
No, they released him. Okay.
I'm going to stay on defense on the Ravens pick.
Oh, this is a tough one, but
I'm probably going to go corner.
I'm gonna go D end because, like I said, they just got rid of Jernigan. They need another guy to help Williams and Guy and all that. So I'm going D end / D tackle. Washington,
I think Washington's going to need another wide receiver too,
wide receiver.
because last year's wide receiver didn't pay out too well.
All right. I
Plus-
think
Plus, they lost Pierre Gonson and freaking Deshaun Jackson.
I'm gonna go with safety. I think their secondary was one of their weak spots last year. They were also pretty banged up at inside linebacker, so either safety or inside linebacker for these guys. Tennessee picks again.
Yeah, they had 2 in the first.
All right, who had picked for them last time?
I went wide receiver. I don't know. I think you said corner.
Oh yeah, I did go corner. All right, so Tennessee. This is where they get their receiver.
I think they're going corner in this one.
Corner.
Yep.
I'm gonna go receiver. So we're doing the opposite of what we did for the first time they picked. Tampa Bay. Yeah, Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is next. Since they lost Michael Bennett, they have not had a good pass rusher. And I bet they're regretting that because you've seen what Michael Bennett has done over in Seattle. So I'm gonna say defensive end for Tampa Bay. I think their defensive tackles are pretty good. They need a good defensive end that's good against the run and the pass, especially getting pressure in them third down situations. So
I'm going to agree with you on this one.
yeah, with Tampa Bay defensive end, they're still trying to find that next Michael Bennett. All right. So next up, Denver. I'm going nose tackle. D'Amato Pecco just came from a 3-4 system, so
He's
not
mostly
3-4.
there for leadership.
D'Amato Pecco just came from a 4-3 system with the Cincinnati Bengals, so I'm pretty sure they'll move him to defensive end probably, or he's there to be backup. So I'm going nose tackle
I'm
for
going
Denver.
nose tackle.
Because they need a big nose tackle to plug up that middle and
Get some
be
more
better. And they lost Sylvester Williams in the offseason too, so. The nose tackle for Denver, let's see. Lions, pass rusher, linebacker, whatever.
I'm going to say linebacker.
Yeah, I think linebacker because they got
Their defensive line's pretty stacked. It's just they could use another corner or two, but I think it's mostly going to be in that middle linebacker core.
Yeah, I'll probably agree with you on that linebacker. Because, they got Haloti Nada right in front of a linebacker, so that boy can make some noise. And, he's still pretty good, even though he's not, what he was a couple years ago. All right, next up is Miami.
I'm going corner.
Corner.
Yeah.
I'm going with, let's see, what are their needs?
Because if they're going to compete against New England, they're going to need another corner to stop those receivers. They only have one good playmaker in corner last year.
I'm going to go with another defensive end to help out Cameron Wake. Because you got Sue in the middle. You could go defensive tackle here too for Miami. But I'm going defensive end. Get some pressure on Brady. Because once you get pressure on Brady, he can't throw too well. And he's getting older. So there's a good chance they could injure him. And, that'll ruin the Patriots' year. No, I'm joking about that. All right, New York Giants.
I think cornerback.
Corner. I'm also going defensive end here too.
I'm not going quarter. I'm going quarterback. Quarterback for them because Eli's up in age, and I think it's time to start thinking about the future.
I'm going defensive end, maybe offensive tackle, but I'm going defensive end because they need somebody to help Jason Pierre-Paul. He has not had no help at pass rushing since Justin Tuck's been gone. And, you know, they haven't found that guy outside of Michael Strahan that could be that guy that Michael Strahan was for him. So I'm going to go defensive end. All right, Oakland. All right, what are you picking?
I'm going to say middle linebacker.
Well, I'm going to stick with the middle, but I'm going defensive tackle. Their defensive tackles were not that good last year. They had a little bit of trouble against the run, but, you know, Derek Carr covered up a lot of that, so.
I hope he's back at 100 full percent.
So, yeah, Derek Carr covered up a lot of the problems they had last year, so I'm going D-tackle. All right, Texans, do something stupid. pick something. Pick another defensive end.
They're going to end up probably picking a quarterback since they do suck.
Yeah, quarterback's probably where they're going. I can see him going quarterback. What'll be left for quarterback for him? Who knows? Who cares? I don't. I'm a Colts fan, so I don't give a crap what they do. All right, Seattle Seahawks. I'm going defensive tackle because they got the defensive ends. Their secondary is beast. Offensive line might be another one they go to. Offensive tackle, that could be a spot they
I'm
might
going
look at.
offense.
But I'm sticking with D tackle. They had a guy, but he was only a 1-year deal, so they need a defensive tackle.
I'm going offensive tackle.
All right,
Their offensive line looked horrible.
Kansas City. This is a tough one, but
I don't know. They lost what's his face, Poe, to the middle there.
yeah,
I'm going to have to go D line.
NT, yeah.
Big time on the NT part, because without that NT, they're not going to be able to.
They're not going to be able to be that Kansas City defense they were last year. You know, I think they should really work on their offense because their defense, I think, could handle losing Poe because they got so many great players on that defense. So, actually, I'm going to decline. Yeah, JC's going with NT. I'm going to say get a receiver or something because that's where they need the help is offense.
Yeah, but you got a quarterback he's that West Coast and he don't pass big numbers.
Yeah, I know, but still. I mean, their defense is going to be okay with Poe being gone. That's why they let Poe go. But
I don't know. Receiving core is pretty deep. Goes about 3 rounds, but I think defensive tackle. I think you pick the best available.
nose tackle.
Nose tackle.
I'm going to go offense for Kansas City because I think that's what they really need. All right, Dallas.
God, I can't stand Dallas.
I'm going to go defensive end. They ain't had no good pass rushers since they lost to Marcus Ware, so.
I don't know if they lost a ton of defensive players this year.
So who you going with?
Probably defensive.
Like back and
Defensive end.
all right, yeah. So we both go with defensive end. They need that DeMarcus Ware type player.
Oh God, here comes Green Bay.
Green Bay Packers.
I'm gonna have to say they're gonna need a running back because they didn't have any running backs towards the end of the year.
Yeah,
They had
Lacy.
Montgomery starting as from wide receiver as a running back.
Well, I'm gonna go with 3 different scenarios. They could either go nose tackle, outside linebacker, or running back. So those are my 3 scenarios for Green Bay. Whichever ones they pick, they got to deal with. But yeah, I'm going either nose tackle, running back, or what was the other one I just said? Nose tackle, running back. Oh yeah, outside linebacker too. All right, next up, Pittsburgh. They need a good pass rushing outside linebacker. The guys they got at outside linebacker are mainly run stuffing guys. They're not that magnificent pass rusher that, you know,
Yeah, they
a
need
lot of other teams have.
They need a nasty pass rusher.
So they need outside linebacker, definitely. So outside linebacker for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially with the way they freaking just got torched by the Patriots in that freaking AFC Championship game.
Atlanta.
Atlanta Falcons.
I'd say defensive end, since they needed another guy to help push.
Yeah, I think defensive end's good because what do they got on defensive end? Adrian Claiborne. Came from Tampa. Didn't do nothing in Tampa. So.
And they picked up Poe and whatever that guy is that was sacking Brady all over the place.
They picked up Dom Terry Poe. I think they're decent on defensive tackle now. If they go defensive tackle for depth, that's fine, but I think defensive end's the way to go for them.
Who's our last team?
Possibly defensive back as well, because Brady just scorched him in that second half. All right, last New Orleans Saints. All right. So I picked receiver for them.
I'm going linebacker.
I'm going defense for them this time too. I guess I'll go linebacker as well.
Did I pick defensive back the first time? I didn't mark the teams in the second round too much because what they needed.
All right, let's get through this second round. This video's probably running longer than usual. Might end up having to do a part 2. All right, Browns for their 100th pick.
They got like 2 more picks in this round, so
honestly, here's what the Browns need. They need defensive end. That's something they'll probably get this round because they done took care of their wide receiver situation and what was the other one, middle linebacker or secondary?
I picked a linebacker in the first and wide receiver. I think I picked quarterback.
All right, 49ers.
I'm going to have to say they're going to need since they're switching over to 4-3, they're going to need a linebacker to cover.
I think
because they're moving their outside linebackers. They do have now 2 defensive ends, and I know they're moving both of those big boys they picked up the last 2 years in the draft. They're moving them the defensive tackles.
All right, so I guess I'll go linebacker as well because they got the quarterback first round. So linebacker. Right, Jacksonville.
I'm on running back.
Running back for Jacksonville?
Yeah, because every running back they had last year just ain't taking enough pressure off of their stupid quarterback, whoever, I don't know.
Blake Bohr?
Yeah. Bored me to sleep.
Alright, so yeah, I guess I agree too. Running back for that one. Alright, Chicago Bears. Let's see.
They need a ton of help.
I think they're pretty good on the defensive line.
I'm going wide receiver since they lost Jeffries.
I'm going secondary for them this time because I think they'll be good.
With Jeffries gone, I think they need a wide receiver.
So yeah, I'm going secondary for the Bears on this one. All right, Rams. We didn't do Rams. Was Rams pick last round?
No, because they traded out. Remember, they traded their first round pick to I think Cleveland.
All right, so the Rams.
God,
I'm gonna go with wide receiver. They got a good running back. I think they only got one good receiver. So I'm gonna go with wide receiver. You got to help that freaking young quarterback
and
that
you
just got last year.
And you got that young running back. They need a wide receiver bad. They need a big boy, physical guy, but we'll see.
All right, Chargers. I forgot what I went with the Chargers last time.
What did the Chargers need? I'm going offensive guard.
I'll go offensive guard too.
Someone's going to have to protect Phillip Rivers.
All right, now the Jets. Let's see. They got their quarterback last time. I guess
I'm going wide receiver because they don't have nobody after Brandon Marshall left.
Well, they got rid of Brandon Marshall.
Yeah, Brandon Marshall went to the just traded lock.
All right,
Panthers.
I'm going running back for them.
I'm going defense.
I'm going offensive line this time.
I think they need another corner since they lost what's his face.
I'm going offensive line for them this time, though. Because that's what they need. Cam Newton can't do it all by himself. Alright, now to Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals.
I'm going inside.
I'm going defensive end.
Oh, didn't I pick inside? Yeah. Defensive end, yeah.
Going defensive end because we took Margot's Hunt in free agency. So, or
I'll go defense. Defensive end.
Yeah, defensive end. New Orleans Saints.
We have time, man, for the Saints.
So we got them getting receiver. We got them getting, what was it, running back?
Or no, they just signed Adrian Peterson.
Oh yeah.
I'm probably going corner.
I think I had them going defense. All right, yeah, I'll go corner too. All right, Philadelphia. Guess we'll go secondary with that one.
Yeah, I'll do secondary.
Last time, what I do, defensive end.
Yep.
Buffalo.
I don't know what they plan on doing with Taylor or whatever his name is, but I think they're going quarterback.
Yeah, I think this might be a spot where they go quarterback.
Cardinals.
Arizona.
Well, since Larry Fitzgerald ain't getting no younger, I'm going wide receiver.
I'll go receiver too. Right, now to our Colts. This here is where we can either get a defensive end / defensive tackle, since we're 3-4 defense. So either we get defensive end or we get another outside linebacker. Either or. But that's what I'm going with for my Colts.
I'm going defensive end.
All right, well, defensive tackle.
Or whatever.
Because we got rid of Art Jones in the offseason.
Ravens.
Baltimore had defensive end last time. I'm going receiver this time because Flacco needs people to throw to. I may even go running back because Flacco needs a good running back.
I can go either one, but I think wide receiver or running back there.
Yeah, that'll be good. Alright, so Minnesota.
Didn't they take the guy Murray from Minnesota? Oakland?
I'll go running back.
I'd probably go running back.
Yeah, running back for Minnesota because they lost AP. So.
Plus, that running game sucked after AP went down.
Alright, now we're to Washington. Washington, I picked running back, but no.
I forget what I picked.
I'm going to say nose tackle for Washington because
I'll agree there.
I can't think of nothing else. Alright, for
Tampa.
Tampa Bay.
I'm going secondary.
Yeah. Their secondary gets scorched almost every year, and they always hit and miss with these freaking secondary. They haven't had a guy that good in their secondary since Rondé Barber and John Lynch. So hopefully they can get somebody in their secondary.
Lord, Browns
eventually.
again after Denver. Jesus.
All right, now to Denver. Someone needs to play alongside Brandon Marshall at middle linebacker. So I'm going middle linebacker for Denver. I'm going defense.
Who's their tight end?
Shoot. I think Vernon Davis was there.
He's in Washington. I'm going tight end with the Denver Broncos. They need another guy to take some pressure off.
So middle linebacker or tight end. That's probably where they'll go. They're Detroit Lions. Last time, middle linebacker. Oh, Browns, yeah.
I'm going running back.
Well, I just went running back for him up here, I believe. So,
I don't think I did I? No.
No, actually, I think we went secondary here.
I'm going running back. Their running games. That running back last year was up and down all year. He had a 100-yard game, then disappeared for 6-7 weeks, then had another 100-yard game.
Well, I think you're about to see the first shock ever on a video because I'm going fullback. I'm going fullback for the Cleveland Browns this time around.
The Lions.
Lions, we have middle linebacker. So this time around, I believe they will get possibly a defensive end or a receiver. One of those two.
I say receiver.
Well,
Well, they have freaking, what? Marvin Jones, and yeah, I think Bolden's still there, but he's up in age. Yeah, I'd go receiver.
Alright, so receiver, defensive end.
Miami again.
Miami. I know what I said for Miami, so
I don't know that. What did I say? Corner guys?
you know what? I'd say probably quarterback. Ryan Tannehill is just not cutting it. Unless they get him some weapons that can catch the ball, Ryan Tannehill's not cutting it. So I'd say quarterback.
Who's your running back? Oh yeah, AJ or AJ.
So I'm gonna go with
I say
quarterback.
I say tight end.
Tight end. Okay.
Yeah, because they lost their tight end Jordan Cameron last year, so
All right. New York Giants.
I would say running back because you need someone to help with. You got great receivers, you have no running game.
I'm gonna go defensive tackle or running back, either or. So defensive
You
tackle.
got to do something with that running game.
Because we took Jonathan Hankins in free agency. So, all right. Where are we at now? I think it's Oakland. Got to get Derek Carr some more weapons. So I'm going tight end, wide receiver, maybe running back, somewhere in that area for Derek Carr to have some weapon to score more points. So that, although they did pretty well scoring last year anyway, but still.
Well, since they got Marshawn Lynch, I'm going. I hate to say this, I'm going tight end. They need someone else. If you're gonna compete, you need a speed tight end.
Texans, I don't care. No.
I can care less.
I think they'll go wide receiver here. They need to get help to Hopkins. They need Hopkins. They need somebody that can take the pressure off Hopkins. Hopefully they do something stupid. 'Cause like I said,
Hopefully they trade and get rid of the pig and send it somewhere else. I don't care about that.
All right, Seattle Seahawks.
Ugh.
I went D tackle last time they picked.
I want offense.
I'm gonna go.
I'm probably going to go.
No, that's a defensive tackle or offensive tackle. But no,
I say running back since they don't really have a true cut number one running back since Marshawn Lynch is gone and they've had three. Didn't they sign Eddie Lacy?
I think so.
Well, then I don't.